me, I'm racing ahead and I haven't included you lot, so I apologise about that. That's one of the awkward things about van building is you tend to get carried away with things and then you realise you haven't been filming the little bits that you've been doing. But we'll try and rectify that now. I'll just explain quickly what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to put it on time lapse just because Guy Garvey's on Radio 6 Music and I need to get back to listen to that. Also, it's a bit boring for you to watch me cutting wood. What I'm going to do is just, this is my wood that I've painted, 2x2 I think, something similar. I'm going to build a little bit of a square in here for my battery, my Roma battery to sit into. Then I'll be putting straps on that so that I'll secure it. It'll be strapped over. The framework then is going to continue out here and along that way, because that's what my my 40mm by 40mm T-slot aluminium frame is going to sit upon. And the reason it sits upon this, I hear you ask, it's just that this is quite thin and I wanted it to grip into something a bit more substantial. It's as simple as that. There's no more direct science than that. So that's what I'm going to crack on with. I'll put it on time lapse. I'll get my radio back on. Right then guys, I'm pretty much done for the evening. I've got a chicken in the oven and potatoes on the hob. I don't know if you saw me nicking off occasionally while I had the time lapse on, but Ruth's home from work in half an hour, so I need to get my ass moving. But you can see I've got my little bit of a box in there for my Roma battery, and I shall get some straps and some anchorage points fitted to there later on in the week. You can see my T-slot is fitted down there. I do like the look of that. It looks lovely, doesn't it? Obviously I need to cut this one to length, but I'm going to build a bit of a jig so that I get nice square cuts on them. And I've got some little rubber ends for them as well, so they should look pretty damn cool. But as I say, that's it for today, so thanks for watching. Catch you soon. Fab. Now it's pissing it down. And as a consequence, I stopped working. I know, rain stopped play, what a cop-out. But today we need to crack on a little bit. I've got my 2x2, which I've painted grey, as you can see. Gonna have to sand that down, give it another coat, and of course coat the ends. They're all pretty much cut to size, and I'll be fitting my framework for. You can see my T-slot running along there. I'll be doing exactly the same on the other side. It'd be nice if we can get a little bit of T-slot up as well, but we'll see how we get on. I've got to pull my finger out because we are due for another break. Slight delay in proceedings with the van yet again, but this is the reality of van build, so let's see how well we get on today. This is a big hotel room, isn't it?
Yeah.
The big corridors too, aren't they?
Like a silver candle, no rest handle, try to avoid a scandal.
shopping. Cheshire Oaks. Ruth isn't sure what she wants today. We're browsing, aren't we?
Yeah, I love a good browse.
And me, we're just going
He doesn't
in there.
have a good browse. He's like this.
I know,
Follow me round.
I'm there to assist, as ever. For those who don't know, Cheshire Oaks.
Mecca.
It's not Mecca. It's where women bring us to die. To die. Right then, another Saturday, another session. This weekend, I'm going to try and connect all these bits and bobs in the garage area. You may be able to see there that although we've got these wires that are already prepared with the bits and bobs on the end, the little connectors, I'm going to be altering some of the cables to ensure this board, as you see it, looks tidy. We do have a limited space there, so to get everything in, I've even had to design a couple, I say design, that's a strong word, isn't it? I've had to make a couple of bits and bobs, such as this bridge here. Can you see that? You can, yeah. Such as this bridge here for the cut-off switch, and this piece of oak block here. The reason I've got that for my bus bar to go onto is to ensure that the cables aren't really under any tension, they cross over nicely, and they're not rubbing, etc. You can see my neutral there going to my shunt. My lives will be going into my bus bar, so they'll cross over nicely. Right, I'm not going to be filming this today. That's for a couple of reasons, really. One, this is not a tutorial. I'm not a qualified electrician, so I wouldn't want to lead by example. That said, I do have some experience, as I used to be a heating engineer. I may have mentioned that before. Therefore, I have a limited experience of wiring up, you know, room stats, cylinder stats, Y-plan systems, pumps, control panels, that sort of thing. But it was always whilst working off a wiring diagram. That was also years ago. So, you know, my hands are used to wiring things up. My brain isn't so good with wiring. So, of course, I'll do this under guidance and I will get all my electrics checked. But I'm not going to film me doing it because I don't particularly want you guys copying me. Because I'm not a good example to copy, I should add. Okay, and the other reason is I'm not keen on you guys seeing how many times I change my mind. I'm sure you think I'm an idiot already. I don't want you thinking I'm even more of an idiot by watching what I'm doing today. So I'll show you the finished result at the end of the weekend when I've got other bits and bobs done as well. Right, we start with good news today. My lead light is back in action. Ruth has found it. It was in the garage. I swear I never put it away. Right. I don't think you can see too much, so I'll move the camera around in a bit. But needless to say, I've fitted the T-slot. I think that is all done now. I've got much of the wiring wired up. I think other than that, I haven't done a great deal this weekend. Bit of tidying up, but it was a satisfying weekend. But let's just spin the camera around and have a quick look, see what we've done. There we go. You can't really see too much from this angle, but I'm not sure what angle would help. But you can see I've got much of it wired up there. I've shortened cables, so that looks a little bit tidier as well. You can see my little bit of oak block. In fact, let me move a little bit closer there. Look at that, ingenious. I've got a nice little hole going all the way through the oak block, just so there's no tension on the wire, and just the other side. Dun, 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 dun. Into my shunt, comes out the hole and it's in there, so I'm quite pleased with that, along with my bridge that I showed you the other day. And of course I've kept my battery neutral and my live the same length as well, so there's no issues with that. Let's take a quick look over the other side. Oh, I should say just beforehand, those who have been paying attention will notice that the battery is around the other way now. The reason it's around the other way is because I changed all the framework on the floor. I fitted it and then I wasn't happy, but you can see that that's strapped down now as well, so that'll be a last minute connection when I'm ready. Right, I'm kind of hoping you can see me now. I'm a bit paranoid after doing that first bit that you're not going to see me. I'm going to be headless, although that may be a good thing. Yeah, you can see that I've got this bit finished as well. These are nicely in place. Let me just show you. I've got the, this is the width of the bed, if you like. So the bits of screw on the end of there. This is a normal width bed, and you will see that's how much is going to be sitting on there. Aluminium frame, I should add as well. Aluminium frame, I should add as well. Of course, there should be a foot in the middle. You may see that I've slotted out here. Let me move that. In fact, let me move that. Over there, I've slotted out the side here. The reason I've slotted that out, I've got what is this called? Box section, is it? It's steel. It's 1 inch square. I've wrapped it in tape, in the like cloth electrical tape. I was going to spray it black, and then I was paying homage to those. Anybody who used to ride a bike in the 70s? Oh yes, I did. They'll remember, we used to call them racers. They call them road bikes these days. But we used to get the insulation tape and we used to wrap the handlebars. I'm paying homage to that. It makes me feel nice and warm inside. But as you can see, that sits over there. I'm not going to balance on this because you know what it's like. I'll fall arse over tit, and that won't be good. But that is solid. I can sit on that. There's going to be no issue. So that's going to be a little bit more support for the bed. And of course, I'll screw through the end, screw through there, there, and there, and the bed will sit on here. So that's everything that I'm going to be doing today. I think that's it for the weekend. What I'm doing next, who knows? Insulating, putting wood around the window, I don't know, getting the wood up, I don't know. I don't know. So until next time, catch you in a bit.